Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Here is your maths teacher, Miss Kiran Bano from Deeter School. I hope that my all students are perfectly alright and very excited to come back to school. Of course, now you will be thinking about today's topic. So today I'll teach you exercise number 3C and question number 1, 4 and 5 that is related to addition of fractions. It means our today's topic is addition of proper fractions and mixed fractions. Before moving ahead, let's have a look of these three types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions and mixed fractions. And their concept is already clear to you in the previous exercise 3B. Now let's have a look of unlike fractions. Unlike fractions are those with different denominators are called unlike fractions when a lot of fractions are given to you but their denominators are not same. Their denominators are different, then they are called unlike fractions. Now I'll tell you about step for adding proper fractions. Step number 1. Find a common denominator means same denominator. Step number 2. Add the numerator and keep the denominator same means denominator will be same. Step number 3. Simplify the fraction according to the sign given between or among the fractions. To fulfill the step number 1, to find the common denominator, you can use two ways. First one, multiple method, and second one, prime factorization method. Now we'll take a look of both these methods one by one. You can use it of your own choice. Method number 1, multiple method. In this method, you are supposed to make a list of multiples of the given numbers in the question. In this example, there is stated find the LCM of 4 and 9. Then we find and we made the list of multiples of 9 and 4, and then we highlighted the common multiples. After highlighting the common multiples, the least or the smallest multiple will be our LCM. Now we'll take a look of a method 2, that is prime factorization method. In this method, you will find the prime factors of all the numbers given in the question. After finding the prime factorization, you enlist their prime factors and you highlight, underline or encircle the common factors. And at the end, the product of common factors and non-common factors is your LCM. You can use the method of your own choice in which you feel easy. Now here is an example in front of you to clear your concept more clearly and accurately. And the question is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Now first of all, you need to focus on the denominators. These denominators are not same. As per the step number 1, you will think how to make a common denominator. The denominators should be same. Means, is there any number with which you could multiply 2 to get 4? Is there any number? You will focus. First of all, you will think mentally. And after pondering, and after thinking, what you get, the answer in your mind, definitely you will get the answer. Yes, you are thinking right. There is a number 2 with which you can multiply 2 to get 4. And then you will get your common denominators or same denominators. Now you will also multiply 1 that is in the numerator with 2. Why? The answer is this. Whenever you multiply with any number to the denominator, then you will have to multiply the numerator also. It is the rule while solving the fractions that with the same number you multiply the denominator and numerator too. After multiplying, you go 2 by 4. Now the denominators are common. Now you can add the numerator as per the second step. 1 plus 2 will be equals to 3, and you will keep the denominator, means denominator will be same. Now there is one more example given to you in the solution. You can solve it at your own by following the ways that you like. Now here is mixed fraction. You can name the parts of mixed fractions: whole number, numerator and denominator. Now I'll let you know the steps for adding mixed fractions. So here are the steps for adding mixed fractions. First of all, change the mixed fractions to improper fractions. Then follow these three steps. First one, multiply the whole number by the denominator. For example, if we have a mixed number 1 whole 3 by 4, we will multiply the whole number 1 with our denominator, that is 4, and we'll get 4. 4 ones are 4. In the second step, add that number to the numerator. The number we got was 4 and we'll add 3 in it and we'll get 7. 1 whole 3 by 4, and the improper fraction we get 7 by 4. Write the new numerator over the original denominator and it will be equals to 7 by 4. Now you can add the fractions. Keep this thing in your mind. Adding mixed fractions is actually quite simple. Just convert it to an improper fractions and you are ready to start adding. Let's see. Here is an example: 1 whole 1 by 2 plus 2 whole 3 by 4. First of all, convert it into improper fractions. In the first mixed number 1 whole 1 by 2, we multiplied the denominator 2 with whole number 1, 2 ones are 2, and added 1 into it and we got 3 by 4. And the second mixed fraction 2 whole 3 by 4, we multiplied the whole number 2 with 4, we get 8 and added 3 into it and we get 11 by 4. Now we have improper fractions 3 by 2 plus 11 by 4. Now we need to make the denominators common, or we need to make the denominator same. We are using here multiples method. We enlist the multiples of 2 and 4 and we find the common multiple 4. So 4 is our LCM. After finding the common denominator 4, you will think and you will focus that with which number you will multiply the smaller denominator 2 to get 4. Yes, you are thinking correct. With number 2, you will multiply the denominator 2 to get 4, and as per the rules, you will multiply the 3, the numerator, with the same number also with which you multiplied the denominator, and after multiplying you got 6 by 4. Now the denominators are same. We are with common denominators. Now we can add the fractions. You added 6 into 11 and we got 17, and we'll keep the denominator same and there will come 4. Now 17 by 4. After dividing 17 with 4, you will get the answer 4 remainder 1 or 4 whole 1 by 4. Why we did this? Keep two things in your mind. When you get the answer after addition or subtraction, then check, is there possible any kind of cutting with the same table? If yes, then do that. If not, then leave that. After that, focus. If the numerator is greater and denominator is smaller, then make its division. For example, as we divided 17 with 4, we read the table 4 4s are 16 and we got 1 as a remainder. You can write the answer for remainder 1, for the quotient will become here and remainder after that. Or you can write the answer in mixed form as well. The whole number will be the quotient, your remainder will be the numerator, and the number with which you divide, the divisor will become as denominator. If you are supposed to write your answer as a mixed number. I hope you get it. Now you are supposed to solve exercise number 3C, question number 1, only those parts related to the addition. Question number 4 and question number 5, 3 parts each question. I hope you have understand this concept. Stay blessed, stay happy, Allah Hafiz, and get ready to come back to school. Take care.